What is up, Red 5 Gaming Network? We're going to do a short tutorial or, just a video about how to get started in Elden Ring. How to level up pretty fast at low level. There's going to be a slew of little things to do just to make your gaming experience better. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with a new game. And my first character was a Vagabond. Now, that Vagabond's like an all-around good character. It gives you a lot of flexibility as to whether you're going to slide into a melee character, you're going to be mostly magic-based. It's just a ton of flexibility in the way the characters are set up to begin with. But for this one, we're going to go with a Samurai, which is a pretty intense melee damage dealer. They employ a lot of bleeding and other techniques that really make them powerful. We're going to, we'll choose type A because who cares? We are going to name the character DellaSnooch, because that's me. I am one of the 3 members of the Escape Pod podcast. There is also Dragon Buddy and Brady Big Lovin'. Check us out Wednesdays on YouTube at 7:05 Eastern. Who cares how old I am? Keepsakes. So keepsakes are important. They're all things that you can get later on in the game, but for this tutorial, we're going to pick the golden seed, because the golden seed will allow us to create a flask that we will use to replenish our health. So super, super awesome that they give you that right off Jump Street. Okay, so the first load takes forever. I've heard a lot of people complaining about that, but this is running on a PS5. We're going to skip through all the storytelling part because you can watch that on your own. Alright, so you're going to start off in this church, and if I remember correctly, it's called the Church of Anticipation. This is an item. You're going to snag this. I got to see if all my stuff is where I want it. Awesome.
It's working.
Sweet. Dragon Buddy says it is working. Cool. So that's nice. I started a second character, and the changes I made to the button configuration carried over to the second character. So I don't have to do it again, which is awesome. That's a quality of life thing you're not going to find with most video games. I think that's pretty rare. Alright, so you can dick around here all you want. See if I can find some of them. Now, other gamers will put down they're tips or hints, or sometimes they're just other gamers fucking with you. Okay, there's one right there. See, if you stand on that, it'll ask you to read the message. You can read the message. I didn't tell you to sit down, you prick. Hard to read the message. Alright, didn't expect door. Well, that's because there's no fucking door there. Yeah. So. Oh, there we go. Now, see, they're all over here. The bridge. This is probably says, "Oh, look, it's beautiful." Nope. Seek good luck. Anyway, you run around here. Like I said, you can explore all the way through here. There's really nothing there. You're gonna walk into this big area here, and some giant bastard is gonna come try and fuck us up. And unless you're an incredibly skilled player, he will destroy you, which he just did. I have absolutely no ability to game this game. I've seen people not even put on armor and play with basic weapons and still kill some of the hardest bosses in the game. That ain't me. I am a power leveling player. I get as OP as I can because my skill is lacking. Alright, so we're going to get a flask of Crimson Tears. That's what I was saying helps you heal. And then we're going to get a flask of Cerulean Tears, which gives you what's called FP. That manages all your special skills, which I don't have, so never mind. If you go down here, down this ledge, see? You can jump to that ledge and you can jump onto the floor there. You come on me, you come on floor. If you go down there, it will run you through a tutorial, teach you how to play the game. Pay attention to these pretty gold trees. This one doesn't happen to have one, but they will have Crimson Tears underneath them throughout the game, and you'll use those to add more bottles to your flask collection. Now, why is he sitting down? I have not had this problem yet with the sitting down. That's a new one. Awesome. So we will come up here. This is a point of grace. You use these constantly in the game to do everything. We're going to touch the grace. Every time you pass one of these, you always want to at least touch it so that it's now on my map as a place that I can fast travel to. So those are super important in the game. We'll rest here just for shits and giggles. While you're at these, you can add flasks. Because we chose the golden seed, we can add a charge to our flask. Bing. Now you can also use other things, sacred tears, to increase the potency of those. And then you can allocate them as well. You can shift the number of them between filling your FP or filling your HP. Alright, that being said, we're gonna later on you get these stalwart keys and you can open up these smoky veils, I guess you could call them. Okay, this allows you to have other people in your game. That's a whole nother tutorial. I don't know why I'm waving. Put that away. Alright, so these are lifts. Well, these are what some of the lifts look like. If the lift is not in the spot, you can pull these levers, they'll come down. Step on the middle, up we go. Whee! I wonder why my camera's so far off. Alright. Anyway, out we go. Thanks, Brady. Alright, so I probably will die. Before we go any farther, let's talk about that. Elden Ring is a game of constant death. It's kind of baked into the sauce. You never have to worry about dying. The only thing that happens when you die is whatever currency you're carrying. In this game, they're called runes. You drop them. And I'll show you in a little while after we get the horse how to just easily pick them up. I think you got to talk to this guy.
Of course, unfortunate without guy you are fake.
So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to that church right in front of us. Okay? Whee! Kill the sheepies. Bye, sheep. Don't take no sheep. Alright, so kill the sheep. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. There is a giant dude on horseback right there. Do not fuck with that dude. I think I was level 50 before I killed him. And he still kind of batted me around a little bit. So, you have to touch or rest at 3 sites of grace.
Magical sheep killings.
Magical sheep killings. Truth. I don't know what the deal is. I have not had this many emotes. Oh, another thing you can do at these things is you can pass time. You can rest until nightfall or whatever. There's different enemies that come out at night sometimes. So this is a stone for... You collect smithing stones to make your arm or your weapons better. And this is a smithing table. You can smith at said table.
Sup, man? He's gonna die a lot.
You're not after my throat, then why not purchase? I am Carlin.
Alright, so these dudes are traveling merchants. You can purchase stuff from them. I don't have any runes. When you get some runes, you need...
Creatures tougher.
Some of them are, yeah, definitely. I would say they all are. You do want to get this telescope, crafting kit especially, and these cookbooks. You always want to buy these cookbooks.
Goodbye for now.
Let's see if I have any inventory. Okay, so they did give me one golden rune level 2. So if I use that, it gave me 400. Let's go snatch up some runes real quick, so I can buy that. Now, in this area, all throughout, you'll find glowing skulls. See if I can find one. This is much easier on horseback. You have a higher vantage point. We'll get the horse in a minute. Oh, you're gonna be a dick, huh? Not give me one. I see how it is. It's funny, because sometimes this area... Oh, there's a skull. That guy you don't want to mess with. But when you see these skulls, you can roll over them and miss them entirely, apparently. The ones that are glowing, you do that roll over and it'll smash them and you'll pick up some runes. I don't know what these things are, but I like killing them. The thin bones, you use those with killing these birds over here. And you'll find these guys on almost any cliff. But you'll get flight pinions most of the time. You put the two of those things together and you end up with arrows. But first we have to buy the crafting kit. I cannot believe I haven't found any of these skulls. I am getting runes from killing the animals, but not very many. Once I get that crafting kit, we'll be off and running here. Normally, I would have ran into 10 of those skulls by now. While we're doing this, let me tell you a little bit about the combat in this game. The combat is heavily reliant on your reflexes and your ability to dodge attacks. I don't want to use a bow. These guys are pretty easy. We'll get some runes this way. This is something we're gonna do a lot later in this, but we're gonna sneak attack this dude. So if you crouch and you lock onto him, get behind him, and you just murk him. That's gonna be the whole gist of this tutorial. Basically what that said was when you get done killing all the enemies in a little subgroup, it'll fill up some of your flasks. These rune fragments, you'll find them all over. They're awesome too. You can use them to turn them into these crystals, and then you can throw them off a cliff. And if they don't shatter when you throw them off a cliff, you can jump off it and not die. Alright, here's one of the skulls. See how it's glowing? It looks different than the other ones. Roll over it and break it. You're going to be able to pick that up, and it's going to give you a golden rune. And I believe that golden rune, will break down to be 200 runes. Alright, let's sneak attack this dude. So much fun. Where you going, punk? Alright, let's see. I should have enough now.
What is it?
What is it, Khajiit? Dragons? Now, I can activate this golden rune like this, or I can sell it to this guy. It's the same amount of runes no matter what.
It has wares.
Khajiit has wares. If you have coin. I love that game. Alright, I don't have any crap to sell.
Goodbye for now.
Alright, so I can come over to this stone.
Hey!
And apparently fucking wave at it. So weird. And I can strengthen it like... Oh, I only got one smithing stone. I can't strengthen shit. Oh well. Let's talk to this dude.
What is it?
I think I gotta buy that. I do.
Is it
That's...
going to purchase something?
We're gonna buy the crafting kit and crafting repertoire. I think we'll just buy one of those for shits and giggles.
Goodbye.
Okay, so you can do item crafting by going to the start menu, and like I said, we got the things to make arrows. So we'll use the thin bones and the flight pinions, and we'll make some more arrows, just so I can show you how it works. And then you make these rainbow stones out of those rune fragments. And I like to map them to the pouch over here. Oop, no, I don't want that. To the pouch over here, we'll switch those to this. Now, basically what that lets you do is you can bring up that menu. Why is it sitting down? It's gotta be... Oh, it's because these gestures are set. It'll stop doing that now. Alright, you can do this, and you can throw these off the cliff, like so. And if they don't break, you can survive the fall. Pretty cool. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to run down this path. You can, like, burst and run faster.
The great places to sit in Elden Ring. Also, what rocks to wave at.
That's funny, Dragon Buddy. Alright, here's another dude we can murk.
Hi, rocks.
Hello, rocks. Have fun storming the castle.
Amigos.
Okay, so this is the next area. Now you can run around here and kill all these dudes. Oh, I made a friend. Hello, friend. There's about 12 guys down there, and you can kind of sneak attack them and all kinds of stuff, and you can pick up some pretty good runes, but we're gonna go faster here. There's just a better way to do it. So we'll come over here to this point of grace. At this point, we've gotten 3, I think. Let me see. Let me consult the map. Yeah, so this is our 4th point of grace. And we'll sit down at this one, and I think this girl's going to come up and talk to us.
About to start masking off this stormtrooper bucket.
Oh, sweet. I can't wait to see that stormtrooper bucket when you're done. Okay, so this girl's going to come talk to us, right? And she's going to tell us, or she's going to give us the power to level ourselves, make ourselves stronger, and she's going to give us our horse.
From beyond the fog.
So I'm going to skip it because you're going to watch that when you play.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
I have heard of the Finger Maidens.
But you, I can play turning root to aid you. You need to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon. I bequeath.
Okay, that spectral whistle is important. We're going to map that to those hot buttons too.
Treat him with respect.
Okay, so like I said, we're going to go to this. Stop with that shit. We're going to put it on this one because that's the one that I like. Pink. Alright, so now we got Torrent, a horse. We're going to run up this hill opposite the ruin down here. We're going to run into this wall, apparently. Up this hill. There's a big guy down there, that's going to jump down at us. We don't want no part of his bullshit. We're going to keep running. Ooh. I got nipped in the bud, so to speak. Alright, so up here, there's going to be one of those cool glowing trees I told you about. Grab that. You want to make sure you get those seeds when you see that glowing tree. Uh-oh, here come the wolves. We're going to go up here. Get off our horsey. Ain't nobody want that nonsense. Now, when you sit at a point of grace, if you're being chased by people, they'll lose track of you. Everybody resets to where they were before. So you get this. Can't remember. Oh, talk to this girl while you're here.
Everyone only to have their own. Did you know?
She becomes very important later on.
You're all heading to enticed.
Every time you talk to somebody, make sure you exhaust all of their conversation options
I know. Can you
until they, like this lady just gave me this jellyfish.
The poor thing does it, and it'll be glad.
Okay.
It was a poem. Tell them I love and finally getting. It was a pleasure.
Okay, so there, that's everything. So, we are going to go, I believe, over here. Oh. Wherever it is, it's right along this cliffside, I think. Maybe not. There's another tree. No, that's the same tree. I got turned around. Is it? Yeah, that's the same tree. Alright. Don't be that guy, kids. Hey, the wolves are back. I don't think I've ever noticed them coming out of the sky. They must have all been up in that tree. Alright, where are you, you bastard? Well, that definitely wasn't right. This is why you practice these runs before you do them. If you guys have noticed, for the most part, you can run past anybody you want. Well, there's the bridge. I mean, some people will, especially if they've got AoE attacks, they can knock you off your horse. That pretty much blows goats. There should be a bowl around here on the ground somewhere. Not sure why I can't seem to find it. Let's see. Where's my little picture? Oh, I gotta go to Stormvale Shack. Oh, I just did. There's Stormvale Shack right there. Over there. I'm sure this is riveting, guys. This is important, though. To you, boo. It's funny. Maybe it's here. War Master's Shack? That's definitely not it. But I'm here, so I might as well grab this Site of Grace. This guy does have cool stuff for sale.
Not seen you before. Name's but let me ask, are you here? Does your despite? Yes, takes me any inch. All I know. Now's the time.
If you see him, he has this skill.
Can't wait to see Brady.
Where is it? No skill. So you can put this no skill on your weapon, or on your
Floating your boat.
left hand weapon, so that it doesn't screw up the cool skill that your right hand weapon does. It's got to be right. Where is it? Let's see.
Behind the rabbit.
Yeah, it's in the rabbit. Could be in the rabbit. Is it this far over? Sometimes it's hard to tell how far stuff is because you can zoom in and out of stuff. I don't want to fuck with this guy. No, unfortunately it was not there. Doggone it. Alright, well, I think we're going to skip it. Maybe I'll show you guys on a different video how to get it. Super disappointing. Could have swore it was right up here. Maybe this is where it's at. Being guarded by this giant. There it is. Okay, bingo. We just run up and grab it and we get the fuck out of Dodge before this guy kills us. Alright. So it is right here on the map.
Run away.
Stormhill Shack is here. It's right here. Not here or here. Alright, so run away. Alright, we're far enough away. We're gonna go back to the Gatefront Ruin. Just to save the time of not running back. Alright, so back on your horse. We're gonna run through here. Oh. We're gonna get this map piece. Serpentine, serpentine. We'll get this point of grace. Now, if you don't sit down at the point of grace, if you die later, it'll take you all the way back to the last one you sat at. Alright, so we're gonna...
Everything wants to kill you.
Everything wants to kill you. So we're gonna run from the spot we were at before, where we ran in the giant drop down. We're going the opposite direction, down this cobblestone path. These things will give you an Ash of War. They're super awesome. You always want to kill them. Okay. Alright. Run away! Okay. We cross the bridge. Oh, he's still chasing me, the prick. I need to check my map, and he's still chasing me. Alright, now he's gone. Alright. Waypoint ruins. These things will let you summon other people into your game so that you can get help from friends. I don't remember this place. Odd. Alright, so this is where we're going. We're going to go to the third church of Marika, which is like right here. So we're going to go back to the bridge area there. See, there's the bridge where the guy started chasing us. There is another path that leads this direction. It's a dirt path. Now, when we get to the third church of Marika, that's when some of this all start making sense. What a dick. Set me on fire.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenny Fight. Servant to the New Order.
We're not going to rescue that guy. Okay, here's the church. Avoid that giant. Alright, kids. Welcome to the third church of Marika. This is where it all starts to happen. Alright. So, if you look on your map, this is where we're at. I was close. Now, if you see this, that is a map point. So anytime you open up a grayed out area, it's going to show you where the map is that, you know, lightens all this up, fills it all in. So, third church of Marika, here we are. You're going to run over and grab this. It's going to give you a crimson crystal tear and a flask of wondrous physic. Physique. I think it's physique. I'm not smart. Come over here to the statue. Grab this sacred tear. So, that being said, we are going to have a seat again. See, now we have all kinds of new options. So we did pick up another golden seed, so we're going to add a flask. Do I have another one? Not enough, okay. But now we picked up that crimson one, so we're going to use that, or a sacred tear. We're going to add that to make them stronger, more potent. I think just one of those, right? Yeah. And of course, our allocation is still good. Now we're going to mix a wondrous physique or size. Yeah, it's got to be physique. I don't know. I don't spell good. So for the first one, we're going to put in that crimson crystal tear. The second one, that strength knot. This is all stuff I learned on YouTube. I'm not smart. That being said, we're going to back out of there. And now we have this wondrous flask at physique, and it will make us more powerful. Alright, so that's all we have to do here at the Third Church of Marika. But from this point, you see now we've got the statue there, just off to the right, and straight back, there's a river. And in this river, there is a teleport device. So boom, we're gonna hit that, and now we're gonna start making some runes. We're gonna start leveling up real fast. All right. There's nothing in that door that you want. You turn around, there's this giant statue. That is not a statue. Do not hit it. It will try to kill you. We're going to get on our horse. And we are going to run down the hill. You see there's another golden tree there. As we're passing by, don't mess with those monster dudes. But you can grab that crimson, or that golden seed. We're going to keep running all the way down this hill towards that bridge. Jump off your horse. Sit here. Oh, they're not chasing me. Good. What's she going to talk to me about now?
To determine if you had the method. It seems my torrent had your measure, whereas I merely there is.
Oh, that's
one
right.
I can take you gathering place.
She's going to take us to Round Table Hold. Yeah, we might as well.
Let my hand rest upon you.
This takes forever. It's the slowest touch in history. Whee! We're going to jump right back. So this is Round Table Hold. This is going to be the key to all of your power growth, really. Talk to everybody in here as many times as you can. If you come down here, there's these twisted twin husks, which is essentially like a store. At some point you'll get these things called bell bearings, and it'll allow you to upgrade your weapons a bunch, because there's this guy over here who upgrades weapons. That's all he does. But it takes those smithing stones. So, is my microphone still on? Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see. So, anyway, that's all that you really do here. We're going to head all the way back to that area we just unlocked. Now, this is kind of a kill loop is what we're going to do. It'll start off small, and the more powerful you get, the more you'll be able to expand it. Now, so you're going to want to use your flask of wondrous physique, whatever. And now, when you use that, hold the down arrow, and that will reset it to your Crimson Tears flask, so that when you get in trouble, you can heal. Now, see the guy walking there? We're going to sneak around, and you can actually run while you're sneaking, and it still lets you. As long as you come up behind them, you can touch them, and then hit your light attack. Now, he's going to get back up, and I got to fight him the rest of the way. Now, see, that gave me over 1,000 runes. Those guys I was fighting earlier only were giving me 50. So you kill this guy, There's a guy up here. We're going to do the same thing. Now watch, he turns around every once in a while. Smack my bitch up. Okay. There's a guy just around the corner here. Now, in order to sneak him, you got to see where he's at, and that's the hard part. Okay, he's got his back turned to me. Oh, see how he turned around? You just got to keep moving around.
Gotta run. I'll check back later.
See you, big lovin'. It's all about the sneak attack. You just re-engage your lock on him and start smacking him. Alright, so that guy, there's a dude under there, okay? Under that archway.
See ya, bro.
Sometimes it's hard to tell which way he's facing. Okay, he's facing away, that's good. Boom. Just like that. Keep sneaking and getting at him. They're tough suckers. Oh. And that's how you get fucked, kids. See, I'm barely doing any damage to this guy. Alright. See, I kind of lucked out. They can be pretty fucking vicious. Now, if I was a vagabond instead of a samurai, I would have died. I'd have just died. Alright. Back to me. Now my flask, the physique is wore off, so I'm not doing as much damage, and I'm running out of stamina faster. Like there, I just ran out of stamina. So once your flask of physique wears off, hop on torrent. Run back down the hill. Sit down at the point of grace. And now I'm going to show you guys how to level. So you go to pass or level up. And now each one of these categories has a different effect on different things about your character. Vigor is going to increase your HP and all your defensive power. So if I bump this up 1, you'll see all the things that it's going to affect will turn blue. It's better against fire. I get more HP. So then you can go to mind. That's going to give you that FP. You're going to use that for all your special techniques. After a certain level, see, it starts affecting all of them. Endurance is going to be stamina. And stamina is going to have the added effect of increasing your max equip load, because as you get better armor, it gets heavy. And then the heavier you are, if you're too heavy, then when you roll away and dodge, you'll be doing what they call a fat roll, and it'll be super slow and ineffective. So then you can do strength. Strength increases your attack power in your armaments. Dexterity is going to have a lot to do with your the finesse of your weapons, and it does a great deal for your immunity and your ability to keep your poise. intelligence and faith and arcane, those are all wrapped up into magic, and increases the amount of stuff that you find. Arcane increases your drop rates, more or less. So I am going to, because this is a leveling tutorial, not leveling, but like a rune farming tutorial, I'm going to put a bunch of this into endurance, because you losing your stamina mid-fight can mean the difference between surviving and not. So there you go. We went from level 10 to level 15 in, I don't know, 5 minutes. So once again, we're going to go ahead and do our Flask of Wonders. We're going to use our Crimson Rune. And we're going to come up the hill and start sneaking around again. We're going to be a spooky bitch. I'm going to turn and say goodnight. See, there you go. I lost my stamina, and I was really close to getting smacked around. And if these guys start smacking you around, you're done. But what I want to show you is, we're going to die here, because I haven't had the opportunity to do it yet. I'm going to let him kill me. See, he just one-shotted me. There's 2 or 3 different ways these guys can one-shot you. Alright, so there I had 1,600 runes. I'm going to wake up here just down the hill. Now, this is what I advise you to do. Pull up Torrent and run up the hill to wherever you died. Walk over your runes, snatch them up with your whatever button does it for yours, and then run back down the hill so that you lose his aggro, and then you can start the cycle again. So yeah, I didn't really lose anything. I just had to run back and grab it. I spent way too much time at the beginning of this game trying not to die. Just a waste of time, like trying to lose aggro and this and that. And I mean, unless you're in a boss fight or something, or you're real deep in a cave, that kind of thing, it's just not worth it. You just use your flasks and, you know, make the cycle and keep doing it until you get to where you're a level where you want to explore. Oh, we're fighting this guy straight up. Samurais are just so much more powerful than vagabonds. It really is a really powerful attack. And one of the big things about this game is that what will kill you or win fights for you is the ability to control the attack. So if you're getting attacked faster than you can get your balance, you'll get wiped right out. But if you can stagger your enemies, a lot of times it doesn't matter how strong they are. You've already got the drop on him. Now, he's going to be stronger than normal because his eyes are glowing, but he's going to drop more runes than normal too. Bet. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Nah, don't be suspicious. I wasn't suspicious. Ah! Another great thing about samurais I'm finding is their weapons are really long, so you can be farther away when you attack these dudes. So some of the close range stuff just doesn't hit you. There's been a couple of times that somebody's taken a swipe at me so far that if I was... Yeah, see? He just... 2 hits and I'm done. But once again, we're just going to hop on Torrent and run back and grab these runes. No biggie deal, kids. Jump right over him just to be a dick. Now, if you die twice, like if you die and you drop your runes, and then you die on the way to getting your runes, those fuckers are gone. Which is why I told you just to get on Torrent, run over and snatch them, and go back to the beginning just like this. Okay? So we'll use that Flask of Psychic, Physique. We'll see where this cat's at. That's the hard part, is making sure you come at him from behind. That's what she said? He did. Now, I wasted a bunch of time at the beginning of this tutorial not knowing where I was going. But chances are you'll get lost too. Uh-oh. I don't know where that dude is. He must have ran off when... Is he back here? Oh no, that's a deer. Fuck your weightless. Alright. This dude... I'm going to swing in behind him, hopefully. Up behind him. Night-night. Now you'll find, as you progress through this... Fuck, he got me again. As you get stronger, you'll die less. Alright, here we go on the cannonball run again. It's important, especially at the lower levels, that you add the power of those runes that you've collected quickly instead of waiting like I was just doing. That's a much later in the game you can get away with carrying some of those around. Alright, level up. We'll go... couple of more strength. Let's do some vigor. Give us some more life. Take a little less damage. Let's see. Okay, so what time is it? In 1 hour, we have gone from level 10 to level 20. Now, let's go through this cycle hopefully without dying. and see how fast we can farm runes. It's 12:02. Oh, fuck. I've never had one of those guys run so much. They don't normally run around you like that. They're usually pretty blatant in their attacks. But the backstab method with these guys is the fucking way. Uh-oh. About to get fucked up, son. Woohoo! Almost didn't make it. These guys can be tough, especially at the beginning. But like I said, if you die, you just run back and grab your runes. It's no loss. Now, personally, I like to grab this guy out here first. Just because he's kind of in the open field. Oh, I didn't... Shit, he was looking at me. Fuck. I thought he was looking the other way. See? Once again. No big loss. We'll just run and get him. But once you get to where you don't even need this flask to kill these dudes.
Enemy watching this samurai sneaking through the grass right up to him.
Yeah, he's like, look at this stupid son of a bitch sneaking through the grass like he about to do something. I want to show you guys something real quick while I'm thinking about it. You know, like I said earlier, you can pretty much run by anything. See this giant fucking dragon? That looks scary as all get out. He would absolutely, like, murder me. 1 or 2 shots, I'm down. See? He's huge. You just run by him. By the time he gets his shit together, you gone. See if I can keep running and turn the camera around. See, he's way back there. No worries. Now the lightning guy, you don't want no part of that. Oh, actually, I think that's the dragon shooting the fire, the lightning. Anytime you see a graveyard, this is a great place to pick up these golden runes. So they'll be just kind of sitting around on these caskets because, you know, you can't take it with you when you go. Let that be a lesson to you, even in video games. Enjoy yourself. You can't take it with you when you go. Ah! Alright, there's another broken bridge. Now that takes you to a different area, which is part of this room farm, but not until way later levels. Anyway, let me prove my point again.
He who dies with the most toys still dies.
True story, bro. Hi, Lunar Girl. Welcome to my inaugural stream. Ah! Scream. Yep. These are the dragons being a dick. He's coming to get me. Whee! Just like before, you always lose aggro if you use one of these. Alright, so, I mean, that's it. You just keep on going through here until you get to be high enough level that...
Title of Runaway, he's gonna get me.
Yeah. You just kind of keep going on through here. Murking these dudes. Back attacking them. And I think about... Once I got to like level 60 or so, I just started running up and fighting them straight up. Oh, fucker. I died again. It's slightly more difficult to play and talk than it is to just play. Now you cannot, you can't block these guys. Oh, he's still following me. Oh, another important concept. I accidentally turned my fucking headphones way up. They're loud as shit now. Can't hear myself think. Fuck. I need to put a piece of tape on that. There's a little wheel in the back of these that you can bump into the chair and it turns it up on you. Let me see if I can remember what I was thinking about. Fuck, I lost my whole train of thought. Anybody remember what I was talking about?
My headset has a volume wheel that bumps my collar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. It's bumping my collar.
Good way to go, Dad.
Yeah, no shit. Okay. So... I think... Memorize spell. Oh, you know what? If we go back to the table of lost grace. I don't know if this is what I was going to tell you, but it's what I'm telling you now. And we go talk to the armorer here. I'm sure his name isn't the armorer, but you get my idea.
Face. No matter, lay out your arms.
So here, you can add ashes of war to your weapons. And now there's different different versions of that, and they do slightly different things. The difference of this one is I'm not sure what's different. Physical attack is different. Stays, same thing stayed. Death. Okay, well, We'll just put that on there. Determination. So, let's see. Great. Yep. So we can go back and keep doing this. And keep leveling up. Or I might be able to show you guys how to upgrade your weapons. Let me see. Alright, we will go ahead and give him the sneak too. You gotta kind of let him stand up a little bit, otherwise you waste a bunch of your stamina. There are some things in this game that kind of remind me of playing rhythm games like Guitar Hero and stuff like that. All the enemies have their own rhythm. How the fuck did you hear me come up? He did. He so did. You seen me, fuck that. I'm getting out of here. But like it, if you wait till he stands up, then you don't waste all that stamina taking 3 swings that don't hit. I want no part of that. You can drink flasks on the run. You do slow down. You can drink 2 flasks at the same time if you hit the button fast enough. I find that this does not always work. But it can keep you from dying when you're in the middle of a boss fight. Alright, so let's level up and then I'm going to try and show you guys how to upgrade your weapons. We'll level up some strength. The levels go real fast when you're at the bottom. Alright. So this is what we're going to do first. We are going to come way back over here. And we are going to go to the gate front ruins here. Well, maybe we'll go to this one. The Agheel Lake North. So, see these big black carts here? Alright, the guy we're going to attack here after the other guy walks away, see he's got this giant shield. You're going to want to use your heavy attack on him if he's got his shield up. But he's not going to get a chance to because we backstabbed him. Same thing for this dude. We're going to backstab him, but this other guy's going to want to have a fight about it. Okay. Put those biatches to rest. So here we go. We'll open this big chest here. Alright, we got a flail. So flails work really good against rock creatures. But I think we want to go get the moon flail. Just because I think that's what's best for us. So we are going to run down this bridge like we did when we went to Third Church Marika, except we're going to head south. And we're going to go to what's called the Weeping Peninsula. Okay. Now I put all those blue flags in the sky. I don't know if you're watching this on a small screen, you probably can't see them, but if you're like me and when you watch people play, you watch on your phone. Alright, so we're going to run across the bridge again. Oi!
You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
Oi, cunt! Who is your daddy and what does he do? Alright, so here's my markers that I put. I'm just going to run along this road. Big giant guys. These guys are no fun to tangle with at low level. You have been warned. And they brought everyone with them. How sweet. We'll just keep on running past all these little flags that I put down. And as you run by them, they will disappear. So you don't have to go back to your map and take them off. There's a dick on a horse. What's your name, sir? Horse dick. Fuck you. You can, like it says, you can do this. Whee! That works both ways. You can jump up those water or air columns, or you can jump down them. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So here, these little statues, these give you a place where you can respawn close to where there's going to be a battle. So you can look at that two ways. They're really helpful, or when you see them, you're about to get your ass kicked. On this bridge, there is, I think, 7 people, but right in the middle, they're standing taller than everything else, is a ballista. And that thing's going to shoot giant fireballs and fuck you up. So, you're going to want to use the serpentine method, because once I get past those 2 guys, those fireballs are coming. Oh no, this one's not fireballs, this is just big stones. You just keep running past them. Fuck them for eating cake, I guess. What did I just pass? Oh, Stormwort Key. Those are awesome. Whee! Alright. So that's it. You run past some dudes, and here we are. now. So we crossed that area. See, there's another one of those big, they're like wagons, I think. They're giant off to the right, but no part of that guy. There are wild dogs over here. So don't be suspicious and sneak up on them. The doggies are mean. They will fuck you up, and they will do it fast. It's not that they're very strong. It's that they are very agile, so they're hard to hit. So it's not this wagon. It's the one that's over there. Right? No, it's got to be this wagon. Maybe it's just on this end. Yeah, it totally is. This Morning Star, that's the jam, kids. So we're going to take our Morning Star.
I'm sing the Don't Be Suspicious song.
Yeah, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Let's go back to the Church of Ella, where we kind of started. Mikey sings the Don't Be Suspicious song, makes me laugh every time.
May I have a word?
Oh yeah, and now this chick's going to talk to us. There's a lot of this when you get to spots where they talk to you.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I'd heard tell of, and upon looking in the talk, thou art possessed of the power to call forth the...
I can call the spectral seed.
I was entrusted this by torrents form.
Okay, spirit calling bell. And you get this, I want to say, after you've gotten 5 resting spots, and you have to come back to the Church of Ella to get it. She only shows up here. So you get the spirit calling bell and the lone wolf of ashes. Lone wolf ashes.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with spirits.
Yeah, like she said. So the...
Mine intrusion, Tarnished.
Oh, we're still talking?
I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the 2 fingers?
She's gonna make me listen to all of it. Bye, Felicia. Alright, so we're here. Everything's good. Now, there is a cave here, and I believe one here. So we're going to switch to our Morning Star hammer that we just got. Now, when you are going into caves and things of that nature, a lot of the stuff in those caves are rock-based. But I don't think they are in this one up north, so maybe we do want to stick with our samurai sword. Alright, let's... I don't know why I'm running. Didn't mean to use that flask either. Always grab those rune fragments too. Super helpful. Alright, see? So just up the hill. Really from where we started the game. Because that statue of a dude in a robe up there next to the tree, that's where we started. Okay. So let's go in here.
It is a really beautiful game visually.
It's very pretty. It's hard. It's a hard game, but it's very rewarding. Like, it's just super enjoyable to play. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a dickhead that pops out right here. Yeah, there he is, sneaking around the corner. And these dudes are fucking brutal. Especially early on in the game. Now, granted, I got the drop on them, so they don't look that tough. But if they get the drop on you, it's over. And those guys are statues, so I think I was right. Anything that's made out of stone or crystal, using some kind of heavy attack weapon is going to be beneficial. I don't think there's anybody waiting in here. Those grave gloveworts are really important later on in the game when you want to make your summons stronger. Alright, so in this room we've got the guy up here being a dick. We're gonna lure him out. Shit, I might hit him with another arrow and save myself the trouble. Oh, no, I'm not. That guy too. You're gonna come down, you're gonna stay up there. Alright, he's gonna stay up there. So we're gonna try and hit him again with the bow. Just stand there and look dumb. Alright, so up behind that statue, as is the way in most of these, there'll be a switch that will open this door. So we got to kind of work our way around to it. Once again, never skip those glove. He was a B squad baddie. They told me there wouldn't be any fighting. Now there's a guy up here in this cave. Once again, don't be suspicious. Here's a thing I learned after dying 20 times. Pull up your bow and shoot the tower with the bow. And see it's going down. It won't burn me no more. There's also one down this hallway. Is this one? Now there are a couple of guys that try to kill you in here that are hiding up on the ceiling, I believe. Nope, wrong one. Did I miss that one? I must have. Must be too far away. Oh no, it went down that time. See? See, there's one of those dicks on the wall right there. Now, if you are a smart gamer, you'll be a dick, huh? So you just pick them off the wall like this. Now, there is a third one. Must be on the other side. Sneaky fucking bastards. Oh shit, there's two of them over here. I forgot there was one hiding in the corner. Oh, there's another one. I thought there was one on the other side. Prick. Alright. So now they're all dead. These tower things you can... and then just strike down on them like that, and they'll go back down. Go up the ladder. Go up the ladder now. Cool thing about ladders, you can drink a potion on a ladder. You can strike up on a ladder. You can strike, I think you can kick down on a ladder. Yeah, you can kick down on a ladder too if something's following you up. It's pretty awesome. Little thing a lot of people don't know about. Alright, so we are up the ladder here. There's a dickhead right here. And another one of these gloveworts. I ain't looking for all that nonsense. A lot of smashing pots in this game just for fun because it doesn't do shit. It's not like Zelda. There's nothing hiding in there. Oh, fucker. Come on out of there, Regina. You're just gonna keep sitting in there throwing plates. Nobody gives a shit what you got to say. More glovewort. Like I say, that becomes very important later. Because once you get to a certain point, you wait a minute now. Okay, that's right. So we're back in that room where there was the two guys up on the ledge. Now we're just up above them. So we'll come down here where that guy was. Teabag him just to let him know I was here. And like I said, here is our lever that unlocks the door. There's always one more of these dicks.
What up, Darius?
What up, Darius? Now, what we did is we opened this door. There is a boss down there. We are going to run up the stairs because we're smart gamers.
What up, Darius?
What up, Darius? And we're going to rest at this site of grace. Because it fills up all of our flasks, and we want to have full flasks when we fight enemies.
Seeing what all the hoopla is about with this Twitch stuff. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
You know, personally, I'm not a huge fan of Twitch. I think that the platform is cool. I think it in the same way that Discord does. The software seems old. Like the user interface seems like it's very like late 1990s. I would definitely like it.
I'm back.
I would like to see Twitch and Discord get the fancification work out so that it looks more like YouTube or something, where just a better user interface. So I'm going to get my ass kicked, I'm assuming, but we'll see. The first few times I fought this dude, I got fucking murked. Here, kitty kitty. And that's how it happens, kids.
Traverse the moor.
Exactly.
Die, bitch.
Whoop. Gretzky chokes on an open net. Oh, now I remember what I was going to tell you guys. In a fight, or when you roll away, jeez, I'm looking like a clown. When you roll away from an attack, there are invincibility frames, I think is what they refer to them as. I am not even getting close to getting a piece of this dude. I think I'm gonna come back with my samurai sword. And I'm gonna set my ashes. That's another dumb thing I did. Bad kitty. Bad kitty! You shit on the carpet again. Fuck. I'm gonna have to put this kitty down. Let's see. So, under equipment, we can put our ashes of war here.
It's me.
You do lone wolf ashes?
He took an amber on you.
You can... Okay, so the lone wolf ashes are great. Especially for... things that don't have an AoE smash attack, like we just saw the bad kitty have. Spirit jellyfish are great. They are excellent against things that do have an AoE attack. So we're going to use that. And we're going to try the samurai sword.
Can you teabag in this game?
Fuck yeah, you can.
Teabag in SWTOR.
Yeah.
Smash.
See? Bing, ding.
That ass.
Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me.
It's a clam slam for you.
It's a clam slam. Alright. So, here's what we gonna do.
I might try it out then.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to be able to teabag, if that's your entry level for the game, this is the game for you. You can definitely do that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use a flask of wonder, and then we're going to set our jellyfish for first in. We're going to step in. We're going to use our little spirit bell we got from that lady at the church a minute ago, and we're going to call in this jellyfish, and then we're going to hold the down arrow so it brings up our cure flasks right away, because you don't want to be caught with your pants down as far as that goes.
It's a lot
Now we're gonna let the jellyfish engage the mean kitty. Oh, I didn't like that at all, folks. But you kind of let that jellyfish get some of the aggro from the mean kitty. See?
Want to screw your holes with my robotic foot?
Ooh,
Harder
fuck.
and harder.
You will have lots of opportunities to scream in this game. No, bitch!
Punch a key in the air. Harder
See
and
there, I
harder.
didn't take damage because of those free frames that you get from rolling. Oh, lost our jellyfish. It's you, me, and the Erd tree. Night! And that's that.
Holy shit, kitty ass stomp.
Kitty ass stomp. That's the first pussy I beat up during this game. Oh, I should have teabagged her. I'm a bad player. Alright, so there apparently are no
With tears of joy.
smithing stones in that first cavern, apparently. Smack around some of these kids.
And no sex in the champagne room.
Well, if you're not... I'm just kidding. I'm drinking right now. Alright. So, this is clean water, but were this to be swampy water,
It froze for me. Is it just me?
I hope so. It's not... It hasn't told me anything about it freezing.
It froze for me too.
Ah. Can you guys hear me talk, though?
No, it froze a CPL times for a CPP seconds. Couple. I reset. It's back to normal.
Okay.
It's back. But it did.
Huh. Good old Twitch. So here's that other cave I was talking about. I was a little off on where I put the mark. So we're going to go in said cave. Now, hopefully, nice thing at the beginning of every cave, there's always a grace point. And then you always want to activate this so that when you want to bring friends into the game to play, the summoning pool is functional so you can bring them in. Now, let's see who we're fighting in this cave. Oh, this is the wolf cave. So there's not going to be any smithing stones in here either. Boo.
It got a little pixely about 20 minutes ago and it froze just a couple times.
Oops.
I've been inspired. I think I'll go stream GTA 5 in a bit.
Hell yeah, fly around in your fucking DeLorean like a boss. He didn't like that, kids.
I wanna watch the two.
You can even hear the fire crackling. I love that kind of shit.
I wanna wait for dawn. I don't want to step on PPs.
Haha. You might need a bigger foot, buddy.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Let's see. Great big eggplant energy. I didn't remember there being a fight down here. Since I don't know...
Screaming in fear.
I don't know what we're fighting down here. Alright. Equipment. Oh, did I only put that in there? I can put all of these ashes in there. Oh, no. Gotta do them all separate. I got a little something for ya. I'm going to take my crimson flask. Oh, fuck. I got kicked out. Every once in a while, the network kicks you off. Just having trouble connecting. No, it just every once in a while the Elden Ring has network connection problems. Not a lot, just every once in a while. The nice thing is, when you come back into the game, everything that you killed is still dead. And,
WTF, dude?
I don't know, it's just the way it is. It's, I don't know.
Is it because PlayStations suck? Xbox doesn't do that when I play.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. Yes.
It happens, it happens on Xbox, it happens on PC, and it happens on PlayStation. It's not the coolest thing. Okay, so I'm gonna damn it. It says I can't use the wolves in this cave. What do I have? Noble Sorcerer. We'll go with the Noble Sorcerer. I don't ever use that one. Could be fun. Could suck. So we're going to go in. I'm going to hit the bell like I do, and then I'm going to... oh, I remember this guy. I'm going to let the bell get the aggro. Hit him with some bleed damage, and then try and roll the fuck out of here. Night night. Samurai's so fucking OP. Got the sweet talisman. Samurai is way OP. What level did we get this to? Level 23. It's not even like high level. I was level like 35 before I could do this shit with my, what do you call it? Oh, that would have been way more poignant if I'd have remembered what he was called, Vagabond. Alright, so I still have yet to show you guys what I wanted to show you, which is how to upgrade your weapons. Go on to the next cave. I know that there's something in that cave. It's right here. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. It's just a flesh wound.
That cave.
It's merely a flesh wound. It's alright. Okay, Church of Ella. So I'm all turned around. Awesome.
Your arms off.
No, it's not. It's just a scratch. Alright, then go down here. Go down here. Whee! Bummer, I took damage. There's a big ass dragon that lives down here, so you want to stay off to the side. I think I was about level 50 before I got a piece of that dragon. I'd love to just run by shit and smack it. Giant crabs come out of the water. I knew a girl like that in high school. Alright. So in this cave, there will be some materials to improve weapons with. Oh, and there's a ledge in here. Alright. So in these caves, you got to be careful when you're on the elevators not to miss these. They're just little spots you can jump off the elevator early and pick up cool shit. And then you gotta look around. There's always like other ledges that you can fall to. Alright, I'm gonna... Any chance I get when I get into a place that I've never been before, I make sure I don't have any runes on me. So I level up as much as I can. We'll go strength in here. So I need some more runes. I need 2,000 more runes. I need 1,700 more runes. I don't think I have that many.
No, it's not.
No, it's not what? We're going to use up all the runes we got. Oh, maybe I do have enough. So in your inventory, like I said before, you can use these. Oh, it's a flesh wound. No, it's not. You're bleeding to death. You got no arms. Come back here, I'll kick your ass. Alright, cool. One more level. So, I can hear down in there, they are
We'll call
mining. We'll call it a draw. Sure. Alright. So we'll go with a Moonstar Flail. And we're going to sneak attack these guys even though they don't really aggro. And see, there I acquired a smithing stone. I'm gonna go through here.
Fuck you, Moonstar.
Fuck yeah, Moonstar. True story about that, by the way.
Bing bong.
Ping pong. You're a dick. Smithing stones. So the best place to get fuck your life. The best place to get smithing stones are from mines. Then once this guy, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Nah, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Ah, I was suspicious. Alright, so, let's see. Can't remember which way is which in this motherfucker. Rats! Hate rats. They're worse than the fucking wolves. Nice thing too, you don't lose items that you pick up when you die, like you do your runes. So, you can actually go run around an area where you know you're going to get your ass kicked and pick up items. I don't know if you guys noticed when I came down that elevator, there's another thing, but that takes you to the boss. What is it?
Siri. She'll read whatever you type.
Yeah, my Siri's retarded. Seriously, I keep wanting to take her back to the store, and then when the guy asks me what's wrong, I'll just be like, well, she seems to be downs for whatever. Worst Siri ever.
How do you program that for your Twitch stream?
You have to have all the... How do you program that for your Twitch stream? How do I program what for my Twitch stream? See, there's a statue. Oh, I'm not using Siri. She was just being funny. It's all coming through my headset. So here's one of those statues, so you know you're about ready to get into a fight. Now there's a creeper dude here. So you want to wait until he turns around and goes back down. I can't believe it gave us that anyway. Fuck you, fireball guy.
Crazy balls in your pocket.
Crazy balls in my pocket.
How do you make Twitch red to you?
I believe that it's a setting that makes Twitch transcribe what I say and puts it in the chat. Is it doing that? Do I have that on? Are you gonna come fight with me, Fireball guy? No, you're gonna sit back down. You're damn right you are.
No.
Okay, well then, I don't know if Twitch does that or not.
It's a setting to have chat read in stream.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I can. That means that I can hear you guys, so I don't have to read what you say. It reads it to me in one of those weird TikTok voices.
Oh. I can hear her. She sounds cool.
Oh, you guys can hear that too, huh? Yeah, that's just a setting. Alright, now I'm about ready to go see if I can get my ass kicked by whoever's in charge of this shithole.
The cup is full.
Oh, the cup is
Are you
full.
streaming through a laptop and the console?
No, this is just running through my PlayStation.
Yeah.
Xbox does that as well. I'm streaming directly from the PlayStation 5 through the PlayStation 5 camera, which I can't turn the camera around and show you because it's the camera. I did have to buy a PlayStation camera, but that's all I bought, other than this headset, because I needed one, because the one that I had was junk. Mikey recommended this one. This is Astro. Alright, so like we've done multiple times before. Oh, this is a giant. Okay, so you can see through the door that the thing I'm going to fight is fucking huge. I'm going to set this for the jellyfish because the jellyfish... Astroglide 5000. The jellyfish doesn't take damage from stomping attacks. And giants do a lot of that. Smashing, stomping, etc. So here goes nothing. I don't know if I can beat this guy. Shit, I can't even hit it. Got it. Thank you.
Added you as a friend, Darius. T.
He goes stompy stompy. Jellyfish, he don't care. Stompy motherfucker. Ah, fuck. Anyway. Yeah, I'll take another swipe at it. If I don't kill him this time, I'm gonna get out of here.
We are friends now. Yummy.
Oh, that's right. Alright, I'm gonna just run past all these dudes.
Friends are being made gone.
That's what I like. That's what we're here for. We're just like on the Escape Pod. It's a place for nerd friends to hang out, spend time together. It's what we do.
I'm friends with people that play Xbox. I feel so dirty. Why?
You shouldn't feel dirty. Xbox people don't feel bad for being Xbox people, so we just won't hold them to that. We'll just let them be Xbox people. We're not in the judging business here at the Escape Pod. Yeah, you get out of there for that kind of shit. You don't want no part of that. I missed both those swings. Oh, fuck. Ain't no reason for that kind of negativity, dude. Fuck, he's fast. You smell different when you're awake, Brady. Fuck. I'm not ready for this fight. See, once again, like I said, like, I've seen people do this naked holding a fucking cheese club. And I can't. Ah, there I go. Merked. Alright, so I'm going to do one more thing here, and then I'm going to wrap up this stream so that I can share the feed with some other Red Fivers. Alright, so... give him the old dick twist! Twist his dick! You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to twist his dick. Even if he doesn't want you to. Alright, so we have a stack of smithing stones. We're going to go see our friend down in the round table hold. I'm going to say hi to this guy.
I'm going to tell Padawan she needs to reschedule her flight. Mama wants to stay home and play video games.
Mom wants to go home and play video games.
Well,
alright. So we're going to talk to this guy some more.
Lay out your arms then.
We're going to strengthen our armament now. And shit, it costs money and I just died. So that's why you save all these little runes that you collect. The little rune coin things.
Back already.
Alright, here we go. We are going to strengthen armament, and I'm going to strengthen the flail once. But I want to spend some on this too. Alright, so now We are +2 on the katana that I have. Oh, fuck. I need one more smithing stone. So anyway, you're going to derive most of your attack power from upgrading your weapons. We're going to go back to Limgrave Tunnel. I'm going to run down and see. Now I added two levels to that flail. And let's see how much more power we get out of it. Sneaking those dudes is always a 2-shot. Alright, see, he took 3 hits before, now he only takes 2. Go down the elevator.
Why do you have a crown? I want a crown. I'm a creator.
Ruh-roh.
Me to Lunia GRL. Spoon once and you get it.
I might not survive all the way down.
I streamed.
Alright.
Good. You need to teach me that.
So we didn't do anything different this time except
This is bullshit.
make my mace stronger. He was waiting for us this time. Oh shit. I'm gonna need some energy. Alright, there we go. Go back for the jellyfish, you big bastard.
I just want to water my plants and play video games. Paddling into a cat need to start walking to the airport. Thanks, Fine Gaming Link for Fine Time.
Damn it.
I'm streaming after dawn. It's happening.
It is happening.
You have to leave at 1:45. I'll
Motherfucker.
watch until then.
Now it's just me and this giant.
I'm thinking the skull face on my stormtrooper bucket.
Fuck. I only had to hit him one more time. Now let's see.
Dawn. Twist his dick.
I'm gonna twist his dick. I'm gonna twist his dick for reals. And I guarantee you the lift is going to be in the wrong position again. I remember that about this. Every time you die in this one, the way they position that lift. Okay. Let's try the lone wolves this time. I think that's what I did last time. But they take stomp damage, so oh fuck. I just fucked myself. Well, I gotta kill him now, cause I don't wanna fucking leave the stream fucking getting my ass kicked. You gotta touch his balls, or at least bite his nuts. I know I said that wrong. You gotta touch his slong, or at least bite his nuts. Let's see. Brain not working. Epic fail. Okay, here we go. Oh! What a dick. Somebody wants all that fire damage. I felt like I have a foot. I'm gonna save myself the drama in case I die again. Okay. Dead. He did. He's so dead. That's how that works, kids. So there you go. We went from starting the game level 10 to beating 3 mini bosses in 2.5 hours. Welcome to your first Elden Ring tutorial. I've been DellaSnooch. Tune in to the Escape Pod on Wednesday nights, 7:05 Eastern.
Nice dude.
It's been an incredible time. Be nice to nerds. Bye, guys. If I can